All right, this is Vintage Fan Collector 1939 with another air conditioner testing video. Today, I have this Arctic King. Zoom in on it. I have this Arctic King 5,000 BTU window air conditioner. The model, get up close to it. The model is WWK05CR61N. Volts 115, 60 cycles, 5,000 BTU. CEER of 11.0 amps, 4.0. Nobody cares about the CEER. Nobody was wanting to know about that. We just want to know the volts, amps, BTU, and cycles, and all that stuff. And the date on this air conditioner is... This is from January of 2016. So this thing is 10 years old now and still runs 10 years later. Imagine that. These window units are very hard to kill. It takes a lot of doing bad things to these to get them to go out. It takes a lot of doing not so good things to make these go out, because these are very hard to kill. This has the original instructions and a remote control with it, which is right there. The reason it's off, it looks like it's off and the clock's just showing. There would normally be temperature right here, but this is on fan mode right now. I'll show how that works. These 3 bars right here mean low speed, low fan speed. This air conditioner, I don't know where it came from, probably Walmart 10 years ago. What's interesting about this unit, before we get into the documentation and such, I'll move those to the side. Let's show the fan and stuff. This air conditioner uses a Welling fan motor. Like all the other window air conditioners use today in the R410A era. The condenser's not that badly clogged up. It's almost clean. We don't use these much. There's the lines and stuff in there. This blade on the condenser fan, it kind of reminds me of the GE Vortelex for some reason. It kind of, because of those little wing tips on the ends of the blades there, it kind of reminds me of a GE Vortelex from 2016, which GE, I know, does not make Vortelexes anymore. There's the little indoor fan. That is literally the blower wheel on these new window ACs. This blower wheel, it's not as good as the traditional blower wheel. I don't even want to call it a blower wheel. It's more of a vacuum impeller wheel that I would describe it. This is very loud It's not as quiet, not quite as quiet as a 2009 GE with the traditional blower wheel in it. We're gonna start with the users and installation manual. User and installation manual. My hands are getting all dirty. Whatever. There's everything you can check for the instructions. We'll go ahead and open this up. All right, here's the installation instructions. That's how you assemble it. Let me get the camera off the tripod. This is how you assemble it. When you first unbox this AC, I don't have the original box. The box to this one is long gone. I don't even remember what it looked like 10 years ago. But there's the instructions for the installation. Read that if you want. Here's more installation instructions. Here's what we really need to focus on. Air conditioner features, normal sounds. I will clean this AC after the video because it is disgusting. It's been sitting in a storage building for way too long now. There's the instructions. Sorry about the glare. There it is. Hopefully you can see that. You'll have to zoom in. But there it is. And you have your warranty in here somewhere. Right there. Return policy, which 30 days. That's 30 days. That is way, way out of date now. Here's the warranty stuff. There's that. Oh, what was it showing? Oh, this. This is the care and cleaning section. There's that. I'll put that back over there. I have the watt meter plugged in. So we'll go to this. Here's the stuff in there. Here's that. Remote control features. This has a temp sensor, which every 3 minutes, I think it'll show the set temperature. It shows the relative temperature right now. I think I'll have to figure it out. But here it is, remote control. You can pause that and read it if you want. Handling the remote controller. Ooh, that's the... I didn't know they made a casement version of this. There's a casement window version of this AC unit. But there's the instructions and stuff. This does not have heating. It is cool only, by the way. All right, we are testing at 121.5 volts, 60 hertz. I'll go ahead and change it to amps. All right, we are on amps. Let's go to the air conditioner. It's on fan because I just showed you with the remote. Let's go ahead and the GFCI is not tripped. Let me go ahead and show that it works real quick. Put you by the display right there, and Yep. I know it kind of flickered on the camera. These electronic controls, they're LED. They're digital LED, and they do that. The compressor in this thing, well, is a, you can see it, it's a Quingan compressor, or Quingan, or however you pronounce it. But there's the compressor in there. The filter is pretty rough. I need to get a new filter for this. This filter was jammed in here at one point. There's the coil in there. This filter was jammed in here at one point, I think. One time in this air conditioner's life. This is how it's supposed to go in. And then it just pops in like that. Let's go ahead and start this up on the low speed, low fan speed. Let me get you out of the wind noise. And listen closely for the startup sound for the fan. Did you hear that? I hope so. The amps this is pulling are 0.475. I have it on this Harbor Freight bucket. There it is, 0.475 amps on the fan. 58.7 watts. This is on low speed again. Let's go back to amps. Let's go to medium fan. Oops. There's medium. The amps on medium are 0.475. 58.7 watts still, 60.8. No, I am not throwing this air conditioner out because it draws 60 watts. How stupid is that? To just throw out a good air conditioner all because of the wattage, all because of the wattage rating that it's drawing. Let's go to high speed. All right, the amps on high are, this is on high fan, 0.518, 63.0 watts, 60.8. It moves around a little bit. 0.496 amps. Let me go ahead and turn this on compressor or cool. Auto. I have it on 83. Go to cool. And I'll turn this guy on the lowest temp setting. Or a low temp setting. Please cut on. There it goes. Hopefully you can hear that. I'll turn the fan on low so you can hear better. The locked running amps are 22, or locked rotor amps, as some people call it. This thing is blowing out freezing right now. It's rattling a little bit. Amps are 3.230. Wattage 388.2 watts. .299 amps on medium. I need to zoom this out. Um, 3.310. Let's go to high. Well, I gotta check the wattage first. I forgot about that. 396.7. This thing is blowing out freezing right now. 400.1 watts. Let's go to high. All right, gotta go back to amps. I forgot. 3.367 amps. Let's go to high. 3.390 amps on high cool. 406.9 watts. 405.2. We're at exactly 120 volts. 3.413 amps. This thing is absolutely freezing. This has an energy saver setting or timer, whatever you want to do. You can set it to come on, come off. Okay. Let's check the airflow out of the condenser. That is hot. That is hot coming out of there. Yes, this is rusty. Fan is flinging stuff at the coil. I bet it's probably rotted coil pieces from down here. I hope not, because I don't want to throw out a 10-year-old air conditioner that works perfectly fine. 3.458 amps. Let's go ahead and shut this thing off. Let's do a spin down. Hear that R410A going through there. Plenty of R410A in it still. There's the condenser fan spinning down. Blower fan, or impeller fan. I keep calling it blower fan. There's that. Gonna stop there. This is a ball bearing fan motor, by the way. All right. Well, thanks for watching. And anyway, like, share, comment, and subscribe to Vintage Fan Collector 1939. Bye.